You know what's wild? You're sitting on the most powerful strategic advantage in business, and you're completely ignoring it. Everyone's obsessing over AI and funnels and frameworks, but the real game, it's creative. And I don't mean make content pretty creative, although that's a lot of fun. I mean the kind of thinking that rewrites the entire playing field. Let's talk about it. Here's what I keep seeing. People as brilliant as you, optimizing, split testing, tweaking your copy, perfecting your webinar slides, running it through 14 different AI chats to see who has the best idea, and you're playing the same game as everyone else. You're just trying to play it better. And sure, you may edge out a little more performance, a few more conversions, slightly better results, but you're still playing by their rules and their game, on their field. And deep down, you're bored out of your mind. Because here's what you actually know, my maverick. Even if you haven't said it out loud yet, the most interesting moves in business aren't logical. They're creative. Not aesthetic creative, strategic creative, maverick creative. The kind of thinking that makes people go, wait, you could do that? You're allowed? Think about it. While everyone else in your space is solving the same problem the same way, what if you reframed the entire problem? While everyone's packaging their expertise in the same way, same time frames, general pricing, what if you delivered that value in a way nobody's seen before? While everyone tells the same origin stories, what if you told a narrative that makes you inevitable instead of interchangeable with everybody else? That's not marketing. That's creative strategy. That's coming and looking at this prism from a different angle. And here's the part that's going to piss you off, which I'm totally fine with. You already have this capacity. You're just not using it. You've been trained to think strategically, which usually means convergent thinking. Look at what exists, analyze it, optimize it, and deliver it, leaving you out of that little arrangement. Creative strategy is divergent. It asks, what if the entire premise of this is wrong? What else is possible here? And you don't do it because it feels risky, obviously. It feels unreasonable, like it may not work. So instead, you do what's proven, what's safe, on repeat, what everyone else is doing with a tiny little bit of color, what's said. And then you wonder why you feel like you're on a treadmill. Let me ask you something. When is the last time you gave yourself permission to think dangerously? Not optimize, not tweak, not improve, but actually think, what would this look like if I completely reinvented it? And I'm going to guess it's probably been a while because you're too busy executing, too busy in back-to-back meetings, too busy trying to keep up. But when you don't protect your creative thinking time, you start making the same moves as everyone else, even if you feel different from the inside. You start sounding like everyone else. You start being like everyone else. And the thing that you built to feel alive and not be like the rest of the world starts to feel like a cage. Yeah, your business and your life. So here's what I want you to try this week. Pick one thing in your business where you feel like you're doing it like everybody else, or you're just going through the motions. And it's fine. Now I want to ask you, if you approach this as a creative problem instead of a strategic problem, what would you try? Not improve, not optimize. Try something completely new. What would you do if you weren't worried about what's proven and what's measurable? What would you actually build if you gave yourself permission to be full on fucking weird? What narrative would you tell if you stopped caring about sounding credible or started caring about being unforgettable? Write it down. What makes you unforgettable? What makes no sense to what you do? Start being unreasonable. Because here's the truth. All of your competitors are reading the same books and following the same gurus and taking the same courses and following the same playbooks. And they're great, but there's no you in them. Creative strategy is how you leave that all behind. Not by being better, but by being more you, which automatically makes you better. Stop trying to optimize something that never belonged to you or you outgrew. I hope you're willing to take the challenge this week. I'd love to hear what you got up to. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week.